Hey guys, my name is Rob Haynes. I'm the National Product Trainer for Rydeen Mobile Electronics. Today I want to show you our new BL622P parking sensor kit. So let's open up the box here and see what's inside. So we'll get this guy opened up here. And first off, what we have of course your owner's manual. Very important information there for the installation as well as operation of our sensor kit. We give you a little cardboard stand that props up, allows you to put the sensor heads in there and paint them. All of our sensors are paintable, so you can have them match the vehicle and keep that factory look. Now, one thing you're going to notice in here is we have 6 sensor heads. And that's what makes this kit special. You have 4 for the rear of the vehicle, and then you're going to have 2 for the front as well. And the front sensors actually activate by the foot brake. So when you step on your brake, that's what's going to turn them on. So there's no need for rocker or toggle switches like in the past. Now, these sensors are also a unique design. We actually call these a flush mount kit because we're going to remove one of the plates from the inside here. These sensor heads are going to clip in place. So once these are in, you're going to actually remove the bumper from the vehicle, drill your hole, and these are going to load from the inside of the bumper. So with the thickness of the head and the bumper, you're going to have a nice flush finish that looks like it came with the car. We do also have these available in your traditional surface mount sensors as well. That kit's the BL612PM. Everything's going to be the same what's in the box here and how they work, except you just have your traditional surface mount sensor. And these guys are going to work on plastic and metal bumpers, where the 622 are only going to work on plastic. So let's take a look. We'll see what else we have in the box here. Of course, we have to have our brain. You can't have a parking sensor system without that. This has got a nice heavy-duty Molex plug, so everything's going to clip into place nicely. Nothing's going to come loose over time with the rattles and vibrations from the car. We also have a speaker. Now this is cool. This is actually a 2-tone speaker. So when the front sensors are activated, you're going to get a higher pitched beep out of this. When the rear sensors are being used, you're going to have a lower tone. The beep won't be as high pitched as the front. So this makes it a little easier to differentiate between the two. We also have a LED display. So this is going to mount on the dash. When the front sensors are in use, this is going to light up just to let you know the sensors are working. And if they're detecting any objects, it's going to read out the distance between the sensors and the object, and if it's the left or right sensors detecting it. The front sensors on these kits read out up to 4 feet, so you're not going to have a lot of false alarms like most sensors, which read out 8 feet. So we've got all of our other sensors in here. We also have our main harness. So being that there's 6 sensors in this kit, and this is a pretty heavy duty harness here, a lot of wiring going on. So we'll get this opened up. As you can see, we still have that heavy duty Molex plug to make sure everything stays nice and tight. Still flexible, so you don't have to worry about any wires breaking or coming loose. Everything's taped and split loomed, so it's a nice clean install. Another cool feature we added to this kit, and we can find them here, is we've got these 2 video RCAs. So what we've done on this is we've actually added a backup camera integration option. So if there's an aftermarket camera system in the car, instead of running the backup camera to the backup camera input on your monitor, you can actually plug the camera into the harness, and then with an included video RCA, run it up to the camera input on your Rydeen mirror or whatever in-dash monitor you might be using. And what that's going to do is when you put the car in reverse, you're going to get the backup camera image like you normally do, but you're also going to get a readout of how many feet between any objects and the sensors, and again if it's the left or right sensors detecting those objects. Also in the box, we're going to give you your hole saw bit here, so all of our sensors come with the bit. That way you get a nice perfect hole every time you're installing them. We also have pads down here, so a little double stick pad to securely mount the brain. And we also have 3M adhesive pads. Now these are the pads that are going to go on the sensors and give you a nice secure stick to the bumper. Also in the box we have some white silicone rings. Like I said, the sensor heads themselves are paintable, but the silicone ring around the sensor is not. So if you decide to paint the sensors white, silver, or any other light color, we do give you the white rings also if you don't want that white and black contrast on the bumper. So also in here we got underneath, we have our extension harnesses. So if you need to extend the length of the sensors, these will just plug in and go in line between the sensor heads and the main harness. So that's what we got in the box here. Now let's go outside and take a look at our Honda CR-Z and show you guys how these work. Alright, so we're outside here with our Honda CRZ, and like we mentioned, this has our BL622P parking sensor kit installed on it. So we'll actually take a look here at the front bumper first. So as we mentioned, these actually load from inside the bumper. So as you can see, you have a nice flush finish. Very smooth looking, looks like it came with the vehicle. And we'll just go to the back real quick, take a look at the 4 sensors back there. So again, as you can see, very factory looking. Flush finish, definitely not that noticeable. These are fully paintable, so you can have them match the vehicle and keep that factory look. So let's go on inside and we'll take a look at how these work. Alright, so we're in our Honda CRZ here. First thing we're going to do is start the car. When you start the car, you're actually going to hear 2 beeps. And those beeps that we just heard just let us know that the parking sensor kit is on and working. First thing we're going to show you here is the dash mount, dash mounted display. So like we mentioned, this works on the front sensor. So when we step on the foot brake, you're going to see the 2 little red dashes on there. That just lets us know that the front sensors are working. Right now we're not parked in front of any objects, so they're not detecting anything. If they were, we would get the traditional beeping sound, and the display also would show us how many feet to that object, and if it's the left or right sensors picking the object up. For the rear sensors, we're just going to go ahead here and put our car in reverse. And now we can hear the beeping sound with the object behind us. Another thing we added, like we said, was our camera input. So as we can see here, we not only have our backup camera image, but we also have a readout telling us how many feet and if it's the left or right sensors picking up those objects. So that's our new BL622P parking sensor kit. Hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Our email address is sales@rydeenmobile.com. Thanks.